work. So ground and pound is an art unto itself, and a lot of people don't understand the effectiveness. Man, must be jet lag. The effectiveness of it. Ground and pound is not necessarily position orientated. What I mean is you can do it from any position as long as you follow the correct protocols. You can ground and pound from guard, half guard, side mount, whatever. It doesn't matter. But there are certain ways that you do it, just like any move. If you understand each position and each position's art, this is the time to use jiu-jitsu, this is the time you blend it with ground and pound. I came under heavy fire one time with a George St. Pierre fight when he was fighting Dan Hardy, where I told George not to pass his guard because I wanted him to do ground and pound in the guard. And everybody that's very jiu-jitsu oriented almost lost their mind. Oh my God, you always pass guard, you can't do anything. But those of you guys who have watched my fighters, we break orbitals. John Jones just broke Brandon Vera's orbital, Diego Sanchez has broken. We break things in the guard. But you don't understand because the sport is evolving and everything's changing so quickly. You don't understand the power of ground and pound. And ground and pound is a very, very important and effective tool. It is not the cure-all, end-all. You need very strong jiu-jitsu, both offensively and defensively. If you lack strong jiu-jitsu, your ground and pound will never be good. But to have jiu-jitsu without ground and pound is a huge mistake. And you notice people that do it and who don't. And immediately you can attack. So guys, we're going to do 3 techniques that govern all of ground and pound. And then there's variations on positions we'll go over a little bit. But real quick guys, and we can all do it just with the floor. These are nice soft mats. Don't hit too hard, it's more technical stuff. So let's get everybody on their knees and I'm going to teach you guys how to structure your body to transfer the power. Now we're going to take this in the head. This is just from the mount. So I want you guys to imagine that you're in the mount over somebody like this. Okay? So here's his head. Look at it down there. That's ground and pound. Okay, first how you punch. You don't punch like this. This is not boxing. Boxing has certain rules. Because you're standing, you have to have your elbows in, etc., etc. Because you're worrying about taking damage. And the mount is very hard for you to take damage from underneath. I'm not saying it can't be done. There are people with long arms, and when they hit you, it always makes you mad. Like John Jones, for instance, if I'm on the mount on him, he can still hit me in the face. So it can be, but they don't have much power. Because when I'm up here, I have gravity on my side. I have my body weight on my side. The body weight is the key. I can also twist my body in a way to generate much more power than they can. So I'm almost always going to win. Does that make sense, guys? But if I just punch like this, or if I box from here, my power is very limited. So how do we transfer our body weight from the upper body into their face? First of all, make sure that you guys, when you ground and pounding, especially if you're doing it without gloves, but these 2 knuckles, guys, when you hit hard and ground and pound, you can bust your hand very easily. Make sure these 2 knuckles are the ones taking the damage. Everybody, yes? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. It looks silly, but it works well. You get into a scarecrow position. See how my elbows come up. Here's the deal. When I'm punching into the ground, guys, I want my elbow directly behind my hand. You lose power relative to every degree that your elbow is off of that. In other words, if I'm 45 degrees down here, my power, if you just draw a straight line from your elbow, my actual power is here. And I've lost power every degree over this. Does that make sense, guys? So if I punch like this, the best power point that I have is right here. So when I punch on the ground, see how my elbow stays behind. Everybody clear on that? So real quick, guys, I just want you to come up here. Don't hit hard. Don't be sick. You guys don't have to break your hand. But look how it's straight up and straight down. Everybody do that?